Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel, Pelican Bay K9s, giving it to you the way I always do, fair and unbiased. Some gonna like it, some ain't, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't be left out the loop when the video's dropping. Don't forget to hit that like button before y'all brothers and sisters get up out of here. Big salute and big shout out to all the dog lovers from one side of the world to the other, from one side of the country to the other side, from the top to the bottom. Let's get into this dog news and dog talk for the day. Big shout out to all the brothers and sisters down in the chat. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get rocking with this news and this dog talk? You know, like I always say, man, let's just jump straight off the porch. Got a little bit of news, got a little bit of talk for the day. You know, my first question to my brothers out there, nobody seems to have an answer. You know what I'm saying? Nobody seems to have an answer. But what I want to know is, you know, what's up with these black dogs? You know what I'm saying? What's up with the black dogs? Now, when I say that, I mean, according to Chico Lopez, black bulldogs aren't real bulldogs. You know, black pit bulls aren't real pit bulls. And I'm just asking my brothers and sisters, where does this come from? So is a black pit bull a real pit bull? You know, and is it true what the dude Chico say that black pit bulls aren't pit bulls? Now, I know what it is, you know, and you know what it is. But the thing is, we just trying to see right now where he come from with this statement. You know, is it because he don't breed black dogs and he trying to make it all good for the red dogs? You know, where did he get this, this theory from? You know, we see black pit bulls go back as far as pit bulls originated. You know, we see black bulldogs. I'm not sure if the bull terrier, the black is a bull terrier color. Black isn't a bulldog color, I'll tell you that. You don't see all black English bulldogs. Georgia bulldog, I'm talking about the Georgia bulldog in all black. I haven't seen one, and I ain't talking about the modern day dogs. I'm talking about the original colors for the dogs. Like when we start talking about Frenchies and all these other dogs, the original colors, not all this exotic stuff, you know. And I have never seen a black bulldog. Now that we're talking about it, you know, now that we're speaking on it, I have never seen a black English bulldog. But, you know, if black pit bulls aren't pit bulls, then, you know, we already know them blue ones ain't pit bulls. All right, the black ones ain't pit bulls. And we got all other kind of colors. What about the brindle ones? I guess the brindle ones ain't pit bulls either. You know, if the black ones ain't pits, the brindle ones ain't pits. Buckskin, what about buckskin? I don't think buckskin was a color that started this pit bull game. I think buckskin was a color that came later on down the line. You know, came later on down the line. So if a black pit or black bulldog is not a pit bull, then buckskin's probably not gonna be a pit bull. Only thing that's gonna be a pit bull in Chico Lopez's eyes is the orange color dogs, which he is selling, which he is breeding, you know, and which he advertises global champions. And what we all know with this YouTube and these videos is nobody can verify any of this stuff that we talking about. Nobody can say you wrong. We can always say, oh, I don't believe him, but nobody can say they got proof that he's lying or they got proof that he's not lying, you know. But I just want to know, man, where the black dog theory come from? You know, what makes a brother feel like these black pit bulls aren't just as much pit bull as the orange ones, as the red ones, you know, as the white ones? Because if you really, you know, want to get down to the get down, white is going to be one of the most original colors when it comes to these bulldogs. The white ones is going to be some of the originals. And if you look at the pit bulls, it's less white pit bulls than anything out there today. You know, less white ones than anything. So it's not like we trying to stick to the way this breed was made and to stick to the traits that came with this breed when it was created. You know, we just trying to, I guess we just picking on the black dogs today or this month or last month or last year, whenever the statement was made, you know. Now, I do want to say this, man. For my young brothers out there, man, back in the days or any day, you stop focusing on mouth. If you just getting in the game, you don't even know what mouth is about. It'll be years down the road before you understand what mouth really is about. You do not know what mouth is. You can think, you can want to know, and all that other stuff. But if you just seeing, you haven't been in but a few years, doing your thing, you do not know what mouth is yet. Whether you had mouth, you haven't seen enough of different dogs to understand what mouth is. So stop worrying and trying to go find mouth and find you something game. It's something game that you could pass down to the next damn dog. How many dogs you seen pass down mouth? And they great grandsons is over there bragging about how much mouth they got. Oh, the granddaddy had mouth, the daddy got mouth, the great granddaddy got mouth. How many people you see bragging about mouth? Unless it was a particular show, where they actually use that mouth at, then they bragging about it. But how many people you see brag about mouth being passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation? But yet everybody keep talking about they want mouth. Everybody keep talking about they want mouth, and nobody don't know what mouth is. So to my younger brothers, focus on the gameness, the drive, the gameness. That's what's gonna take you, no matter what the activity is. If your dog don't have that in him, he's not gonna compete. Not gonna compete. Some of you guys talk about mouth so much, and you don't know what mouth is. Like I said, man, you don't know what mouth is. You think you know, but have it and do it how you feel. Now, next question I want to ask brothers. Why do folk think the supplements is used? And this is what one of my brothers asked in the chat, in the comments. Why do them folk think these supplements are used for dog fighting, used to get your dog better for fighting? Why do they think breaking sticks is dog fighting paraphernalia? Why do they think treadmills are for dog fighting? I mean, it's to the point where it's really a profiling thing, and it's really you classifying these animals before you know anything about them. It's like every single dog, any single dog breed in this world, you can have all these same objects. You can have the treadmill, you can have the supplements, you can have the breaking sticks, and all that. Nobody looks at you like you're trying to fight them dogs. The person could not know you at all, never spoke to you, never said anything to you. The moment you got a pit bull with the breaking sticks, the moment you got a pit bull with the treadmill, the moment you got a pit bull and you giving them supplements, they're going to look at you funny. Oh, he's a dog fighter. Oh, he's this. And the brother said, why is this? Why is it like that? Why is it like that? And that's a question I can't really answer, but I know it's the truth. When it comes to these pit bulls, anything you buy for them, any toys, any playthings, even the toys and stuff, it's all to train him for fighting. If you out there wrestling with your pit bull in the yard, rolling him all around, and y'all out there just rolling in the grass in the backyard, just rolling and he playing, somebody see you, they gonna say you training that dog to fight. No matter what the hell you do with these pit bulls, folk figure out a way to say you trying to fight them. When we switch up to different kinds of foods and stuff, folks say you're trying to fight them. You're trying to fight them. And like the brother say, I'm wondering why they even make stuff. It's to the point, truthfully, it's to the point, the only reason they're not banning them dogs is so they can lock people up. They care less about the damn dogs. The only reason that American Pit Bull Terrier is not banned across this country from one state to the next, a total ban, is because they're still locking folk up and they still doing what they got to do, and the dogs is getting killed still. They still getting rid of the dogs, and plus they giving you some charges behind it to have you in the system, to have you in the system and make it one less citizen to worry about. Or you a citizen, but you ain't got your rights. You know what I'm saying? One less citizen with rights to worry about. So put them over there in that category right there, where all the citizens without their rights at. You know? A lot of brothers, see, this is what brothers do. They think, oh, that dog fight shit ain't nothing, man. I get 6 months. I got 6 months. I got a year. I got whatever, 3 months or whatever. But you got that damn thing on a felony on your record. Whether you did a year, whether you did a month, whether you did 10 months. Dog fighting is not a misdemeanor no more. Not a misdemeanor. So they don't got to give you no time. Kill your dogs, put you in the system. You know, who wins at the end? Definitely not you. Kill the dogs, put you in the system, keep it stepping. Kill the next dogs, put them in the system, keep it stepping. So who loses and who wins from this battle? You know? It's crazy, man. Like I said, we starting this show off today. We got questions. Why the black pit bull is not considered a pit bull in Mr. Lopez's eyes? Why does he say all black dogs can't be pit bulls? And I'm saying a black dog has more chance to be a original pit bull than a buckskin dog. I don't think buckskin was one of the original colors when this breed was created. You know? But at the end of the day, it just is what it is, man. You know, why do folk talk about these supplements and when you go to get them, if I go to the store, it's even bad like this. If I go to the store and I'm buying all these supplements and then they ask me what kind of dog I got, pit bull. Now, when I tell them that, some of them, they have a little facial expression they automatically make, you know, but they automatically get that assumption like, you trying to build this dog up to fight. And it's going to stay like that. It's going to stay like that until brothers make a change across this country, a big enough change to where it can be seen, you know, to where it can be acknowledged. These pit bull brothers ain't moving the same way over the last 10 years, you know. And it won't be me saying it. It'll be the government saying it. Because they ain't making the arrests they was making 10 years ago or over the past 5 years in the next 10 years. Because brothers and sisters will learn to stay out that way. To stay out the way. Like them brothers say, I'm staying out the way. Stay out the way, man. You know? And then we was talking about, I spoke on real briefly about the young brothers always talking about mouth. And you don't know what mouth is. There's no way you can know what mouth is. You haven't been in it long enough to know what mouth is. Even if you had one with good mouth, you can't compare that to nothing else because you haven't seen it. It kills me when these bully breeders talking about they got a dog with mouth and they don't know what mouth is. He never seen a weak mouth. He never seen a strong mouth. All he seen was his dog mouth. So he trying to, I see a pit bull. All pit bulls bite and break the skin and all that type of stuff. Most of the time. You know? I ain't going for it, man. You ain't never bulldog or none of that type of stuff. You know what the hell you know about mouth? What you know about mouth? It is what it is, though, man. It is what it is. Now, let's get into a little bit of news because we're going to get back to some more of that dog talk as well. Got a few articles when it comes to this news. But let's get into this, man. We got a man who was arrested for faking like a veterinarian. And when he faked like the veterinarian, not only did he fake like the vet, but a couple people lost their dogs. You know, a couple people lost their dogs and they fed up. They took it to the news, and here we go. Let's get into it.
New developments in a story we aired previously. A Tallahassee man accused of posing as a vet and injuring or killing dogs is now in jail. Police charged Kenneth Wade Jr. with practicing veterinary medicine without a license and grand theft. A woman claims she asked Wade to treat her dog because surgery was too expensive. Arrest papers say Wade misdiagnosed her dog and it died in his care. The woman says he dodged many of her calls and never returned her dog's body. He told investigators he buried it in Gaston County. The woman who made those claims is one of 3 who told us Wade harmed their dogs. Another woman claimed she gave her 6-month-old puppy Bella to Wade to crop her ears. He told her Bella died during the procedure. Police tell us Wade will face more charges.
Now we got some dog talk and news for the day, and a good bit of news, you know. But the first thing I want to get back on, you know, get back to that dog talk real quick. I want to get back on this. You know, I did a little reading and some listening, and from what I came with was a female dog is more stressed out when she has 1 puppy compared to 6, you know, 5 or 6. A female that has 1 puppy, which they call a singleton, is more stressed out during that time when she's trying to feed that puppy throughout them 4 weeks or them 6 weeks than a female dog with 5 to 6 puppies. And this is the reason why. It's because nature made them dogs to produce litters, more than 1. You know, when they get pregnant, their body is automatically thinking they're feeding a bunch of dogs. You know, so when they come out and there's only 1 dog, it kind of switches things up a little bit, and it's not what they naturally is used to. You know, so it was kind of hard to believe that a dog that's raising 4 or 5 puppies can have it more easier than a dog that's raising 1. But I mean, it kind of made sense to me, you know. And when I listened to it, like I was listening to something about wolves and stuff, you know, when a wolf have 1 puppy, that puppy is more likely to die than the puppies when they got 5 and 6. You know, just because the dogs are naturally, you know, made to take care of a litter of puppies or a litter of cubs. Not just one. Not just one. But I just wanted to throw that out there, man. It ain't no big deal. I just wanted to throw that out there. But now let's get on to this more news, man. You know, let's get on to more news. Now we got a woman who was mauled to death. Woman who was mauled to death out there with her dog chilling, attacked by 30 dogs.
Experts are asking you to be careful if you have strays in your neighborhood, especially if you are feeding them.
The word of caution after we learned today a woman who died in a dog attack last week was attacked while feeding her dog with a group of more than 30 other dogs. Channel 5's Sarah Cervera is live in the neighborhood where it all happened. And Sarah, you actually spoke to a woman who lives in that area. What does she have to say?
Dina, the mom that I spoke to said that stray dogs here in this area are common. We're on Jesus Flores near Monte Alto, and she told me that just about 2 months ago, when she was in the front yard with her 4-year-old, a dog almost attacked her toddler. Stray dogs roaming the street have Adriana Cortez on edge. Cortez says just 2 months ago, her 4-year-old daughter was almost attacked by a stray dog in her front yard. Since moving into the home on Jesus Flores near Monte Alto more than 20 years ago, she says the stray dog problem has gotten worse. Last week, an elderly woman died after she was attacked by her dog while trying to feed it and a group of dogs on her property. Authorities say the dog attacked the woman and was shot and killed by her brother. Channel 5 News confirmed a total of 35 dogs were taken from the woman's property to the La Jolla Animal Shelter. Animal Control Officer Ernie Zapata says 22 dogs were euthanized. 4 were put down because of aggressive behavior. The others were euthanized because of distemper. We spoke to a local animal trainer, Marty Velma. He advises against feeding stray dogs, especially if they're in packs.
I don't know if you're a friend or an enemy. I'm just in survival mode, right? Because again, my life has been in the streets. or I've been, out there where I have to scavenge for food.
If you encounter a stray dog, Velma says to pay attention to the dog's body language.
So they're going to show you ears back. They're going to show some avoidance. Maybe they turn their head and they don't want to look at you. They're trying to communicate, look, I'm not comfortable. Just let me be, right?
If a stray dog starts to growl, show their teeth, or bark, don't run away.
The human becomes the prey by running away.
Instead, Velma says to stand your ground and yell at the dog.
Easy, and I'm gonna back up easy. See?
The goal, he says, is to assert your dominance and slowly walk away to a safe spot. Cortez says she hopes she never will have to fend off another stray dog. She just wants them gone. We reached out to the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office to see how many dog attacks they've responded to so far this year. They've said so far they've responded to 2 dog attacks this year and 1 dog attack last year. Live near Monte Alto, Sarah Cervera, Channel 5 News at 6.
Now, let's get into this news. We got a woman who was attacked by a hybrid wolf, a pack of hybrid wolves that came from the neighbor houses. I guess they're wolf dogs. The neighbor was raising them. Down in Alabama, once again, my brothers, I can see this happening over the next couple of years where they might ban the wolf dogs in Alabama, because, we had that child that was attacked a little while ago. Now we got this woman who was attacked by hybrid wolf. So y'all check this out, PBK9s. Y'all know where y'all got it from. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button up and tune in for the rest of this news and dog talk. Let's get into it.
It could have attacked not just my dog, but me too. And now I thought I was safe in the yard.
That is Debbie Keene. She says she was surrounded by wolf dog hybrids this morning in her yard while walking her dog. Debbie says the dogs are owned by her neighbor. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Greg Screws. Emily will be back tomorrow. We have a reporter on the scene working on this story now. News 19's Giselle Hood is there with police are still investigating. What led to this encounter, Giselle? What do we know so far?
Greg, I'm in Grant right now where a woman says that she was standing in her yard checking her phone when she and her Chihuahua were surrounded by 6 wolf dog hybrids. Debbie Keene tells us the wolf dogs belong to her neighbor and that this isn't the first time she's seen them wandering the area unsupervised.
One of them just lunged forward and grabbed my Chihuahua by the neck and started shaking him back and forth. My Chihuahua was still on the leash, so I just jerked the leash as hard as I could and scooped him up and ran like 15 feet to my front door and ran in. And I kept peeking out to see if they were still out there, and they were.
Wolf dog hybrids are legal in the state of Alabama. We actually saw one of the wolf dogs rolling around in the field behind me about 30 minutes ago. The owners were able to get the dog contained, but we're still unsure if animal control will be taking the dogs permanently. Of course, we'll keep you updated with any new details. Live in Grant, Giselle Hood, News 19.
Now we come to a situation where officers save a couple from their own dog, and this comes with people adopt dogs and different things, and they really don't know the full temperament of that dog, or they really don't know how that dog really is because they adopted the dog when he was grown. But this is the thing. A lot of people get these pit bulls and you try to treat them like your poodles. You try to treat them like your other kind of dogs. When I say that, I'm saying like this. This attack happened because they let the pit bull out. And just my opinion, a pit bull is not a dog, whether he's trained or not. He's not a dog that you want to have running all around loose. Any given second, that pit bull can see something that triggers him off to go that direction. Trained or not. He might see a cat, He might see any type of animal that make him shoot off. Somebody might be playing with a ball. It could be anything. You don't want a pit bull. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick example. If your dog decides to do anything, decides that he wants to attack somebody that day, how can you stop him if you have no leash, if you have no e-collar, if you have no type of connection with that dog and he's just loose running around and he decides to go off and do something? How can you stop him? Every dog has to be handled a certain way. All dogs can't be handled the same exact way for every single dog, because you let that shepherd mixed breed mutt type dog run around loose all day long. He won't protect you. He won't protect the family. He won't protect shit at all. He run around loose, but then you think you can do the same thing with an American Pit Bull, and then you get a different reaction. You know? Okay, my brothers and sisters, y'all don't forget to hit that like button up, and we going to Liverpool, where we got a Pit Bull that attack a Dutchman. You know? A Dutchans. I don't know how you say it. Dutchman. The little long dogs, the little brown and black dogs, got attacked by a Pit Bull in Liverpool. So let me give y'all that story. Y'all sit tight. We got more dog news coming up.
The trip to the dog park in Liverpool turned traumatic for a pet owner when her dachshund was attacked and badly hurt by another dog. Vet bills totaling more than $15,000. The dog's ear had to be amputated. News Channel 9's Jeremy Skiba visited the park where it happened and where dog owners are sharing their concerns.
This is the spot where the dachshund was attacked by the pit bull. Since then, dog owners coming to Wegmans Good Dog Park say they want more security and for other pet owners to be more responsible with their dogs. David Wans has been coming to this park on a daily basis for over 2 years. He says from what he knows, an incident that severe has never happened at the park. Wans says it could have been prevented if everyone would pay closer attention to their dogs.
If you're going to bring your animal here, you should know if your animal has temperament issues. You know, possibly get training if that's the case for your animal. And, you know, just always keep an eye on your animal.
Coming up at 5, I spoke with a dog owner who was witness to the attack and says that the pit bull's owners were not responsible. In Liverpool, Jeremy Skiba, News Channel 9.
Now we come to a situation where officers save a couple from their own dog, you know, and this comes with people adopt dogs and different things, and they really don't know the full temperament of that dog, or they really don't know how that dog really is because they adopted the dog when he was grown. But this is the thing. A lot of people get these pit bulls and you try to treat them like your poodles. You try to treat them like your other kind of dogs. When I say that, I'm saying like this. This attack happened because they let the pit bull out. And just my opinion, a pit bull is not a dog, whether he's trained or not. He's not a dog that you want to have running all around loose. Any given second, that pit bull can see something that triggers him off to go that direction. Trained or not. He might see a cat, you know. He might see any type of animal that make him shoot off. Somebody might be playing with a ball. It could be anything. You know, you don't want a pit bull, like, okay, I'm gonna give you a quick example. If your dog decides to do anything, decides that he wants to attack somebody that day, how can you stop him if you have no leash, if you have no e-collar, if you have no type of connection with that dog and he's just loose running around and he decides to go off and do something? How can you stop him? You know, every dog has to be handled a certain way. All dogs can't be handled the same exact way for every single dog, because you let that shepherd mixed breed mutt type dog run around loose all day long. He won't protect you. He won't protect the family. He won't protect shit at all. He run around loose, but then you think you can do the same thing with an American Pit Bull, and then you get a different reaction.
2 deputies are getting life-saving awards for saving a couple from their dog. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office says the dog started attacking and mauling the couple on Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, deputies got there just in time, too. And today, those deputies and the couple reunited. News 6's Molly Reed was there.
It's a moment that almost couldn't happen. Darylyn Warner and her partner Chad Bunfill are recovering with a long road ahead, but are alive thanks to these 2 deputies.
Very physically strong with pushing through things, but mentally I'm shattered.
The couple adopted their first dog ever, Harley, in early April.
Even around all the other animals, all the other people, never had a problem.
Yeah. Kids. No problem with kids.
6 weeks later, on Mother's Day, Warner says she cut her hand. Her neighbor came over to help her clean it up. Harley became aggressive.
And all of a sudden, I just felt this stinging. And I just looked down, and it was him, and he was doing his head back and forth.
The dog ripped Warner's calf off.
He finally laid down on the floor to get Harley's attention. And that's when I was able to crawl to the cage.
Warner crawling into the dog's cage to lock herself away, Bunfill being mauled, the neighbors running out and calling 911.
He's currently mauling people.
Deputies Justin De La Rosa and Tyler Blackwell ran into the couple's house.
And all I see is Deputy De La Rosa's eyes, and we locked eyes. And I knew they were there to save us.
The dog began to charge us, and at that point we had limited options.
I did see Harley get shot.
It's a moment ingrained in each of their minds.
My dog's like my son, and it's not easy. It carries the same weight as any sort of life.
My only problem is with PTSD. I wake up at night screaming. I was in the hospital 9 days. He was in the hospital a little bit over 2 weeks.
And it's been an adjustment, but the couple says they are moving forward with the help of their heroes.
At their worst point, we were there, and I'm just glad they're doing okay.
In New Smyrna Beach, I'm Molly Reed, getting results, News 6.
Now, we ain't going to be here too long today, but the main thing I wanted to speak about was the black dogs and the supplements. Why do some folk consider the black dogs not pit bulls? Is it some folk, or is it just Chico say that? You know, why do folk look at supplements when you're giving it to your pit bull, like you training it, like you trying to get your pit bull for some type of battle? You know, why? And this is not for any other breed. This is not for the pocket pits. This is not for the bullies. Only the American pit bull terrier. That's why I say a lot of y'all brothers, you don't know what our fight is. You don't know what our fight is for. You know, them bullies do not get the same discrimination as an American pit bull, the real American pit bull terrier gets. You know, they don't get it. And a lot of y'all folk don't understand it. You know, but this channel here to make you understand it. Slap you in your face with them pedigrees, you know what I'm saying? Slap you in the face with them pedigrees, you know? And like we said, younger brothers, you're talking about mouth, but you don't know what mouth is. I can look at you in your face and tell you to your face, you don't know what mouth is. You're looking for something, you don't even know what it is. Stick to what you can find, you know? Stick to what you can find. Because at the end of the day, one man will say this is mouth when he think that is mouth, but it's not mouth to this other man. See, mouth changes according from man to man. Gameness don't change. You know, mouth change according from man to man. This man, oh, that dog got a tremendous mouth. You take that same dog, pass it to the next brother. He said, oh, man, that dog don't bite worth a dang. You give it to the next brother. He said, oh, man, I got a shark here. Then you pass it to the next one. Oh, man, this dog won't bite out of a wet paper bag. You know, mouth gonna change from person to person. This is about whatever that person seen and whatever that person think they know when it come to the mouth. Gameness is something that ain't gonna change. Is he game or is he not? He ain't game or he is game. You know, one or the other. The judging a dog gameness scale is a whole lot tighter than judging a dog mouth scale. Like I say, mouth gonna vary from person to person. Gameness is you game or you ain't, you know, and it just is what it is. You have better success finding better dogs when you're looking for game dogs. You know, when them boys try to tell what kind of pit bulls these is, they don't say mouth pit bulls. Oh man, we got the hard mouth dogs. We got the hard mouth dogs. They call them pit bulls, the hard mouth dogs. No, they call them game dogs. When they try to say the fighting dogs, the game dogs, they don't say the hard mouth dogs. They say the game dogs. It's about gameness. It ain't about all that other shit, that mouth, and you ain't got nothing that won't go past 5 or 10 minutes. The hell with that mouth. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, that mouth gonna be gone in 15 minutes. What you gonna rely on? Or what would you rely on back then when the mouth gone? You gonna pump the mouth up, you know? You gonna stop them and give them a break and let them rest and get the mouth rested up? That gameness ain't going nowhere, you know? Only way that gameness leave is when that heart stop beating. That mouth gonna leave way before that heart stop beating. You can bet your bottom dollar that. So we searching for something that ain't gonna be there at the end of that show. Whether your dog win or he lose, that mouth is gone. Unless the show is over in five minutes. 10 minutes. We talking about one that, hour and a half, that shit gone. What you gonna rely on? Or your dog just gonna be gone with the mouth? It's a whole lot easier getting a game dog that can last through that mouth than getting a dog with a hard mouth that can last with the gameness. He ain't game. I don't care damn how much mouth he got. He ain't game. He gonna quit on top. He can have all the mouth he want to have. Son of a bitch gonna quit. Quitting and mouth don't go in the same situation, same conversation. Quitting and mouth. Oh, that boxer, he hit hard, but he a quitter. That boxer hit hard, but he a quitter. But then you got the boxer who he just hit, but he finishes all his matches, or either he winning his matches. Either he finish them to the end, or he winning them. And they gonna say, he might got his ass whipped, but he still was coming in round 12. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather them saying, I got my ass whipped, but I was still coming round 12, than them say, he got his ass knocked out, but he got a hard right. He just couldn't connect. He got his ass knocked out in the first. And like I said, this drawback to that conversation we was talking about, dogs getting tired. Is a dog a quitter? Is a dog a cur because he got tired? Y'all boys better figure out and understand everything gets tired. Every living thing gets tired. Every single living thing that goes into battle has the potential to cur out if he let himself or herself get to the point of exhaustion. The only reason your dog ain't cur out yet because he ain't got exhausted as he need to get. Right now, this dog is more exhausted than your dog, so you win the battle today. But the day that you come out and you more exhausted than the other dog, he won the battle. And that's just all it is to it, man. Like I said, I ain't keeping y'all here too long. Appreciate y'all brothers and sisters rocking with the Bay today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a safe and legal day out there. Safe and enjoy your day, enjoy your night, enjoy your morning. Whenever you're watching this video. And like I said before, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's the Bulldog channel that's going to give you the most. Going to give you that real deal Holyfield. We ain't sugarcoating it. We ain't telling you all that bullshit to sell a puppy. You know what I'm saying? And when I do get rid of a puppy, it's off some stuff that's coming off my shit. I know how the traits is. I can tell you about the dogs. These dogs good mother dogs. These dogs don't produce good. When I say produce, I mean not good mamas. You know what I'm saying? Kill the puppies. That stuff trickle down from dog after dog. A lot of y'all don't be mentioning that. These dogs that killing their puppies off, that shit go down to the next dog as well. The same way the dogs that take care of their puppies be great mama dogs, they go down to their offspring. The offspring be great mamas on some of them. And then their offspring be great mamas because them traits that the dogs pass down. Y'all overlook all the traits and only want to see one damn trait, some mouth. Some mouth. And none of y'all looking for gamers. I'm convinced you only want mouth. You only want mouth. But like I say, man, y'all stay solid out there. Y'all stay legal out there. Y'all stay safe out there. PB Canines giving it to you the way I always give it to you. You don't like it, do something about it. Same way I tell all the brothers. You don't like it, do something about it. Say something about it. Make something about it. PB Canines, I'm out.